Well, the good news is Americans only had to be subjected to one Democrat debate this month, instead of it being on 2 nights in a row like the previous 2 debates. The bad news is it still consisted of 10 Democrats bickering on stage for 3 hours, and the first commercial break didn't come for an hour and 22 minutes into the circus. And it literally took them 1 minute and 4 seconds to be exact before a moderator started speaking a foreign language.
En este país también se habla español. Este debate se realiza en un momento muy difícil para los latinos en Texas y en todo Estados Unidos, pero es importante que ellos sepan, que sepamos que este también es nuestro país. Let me just give you a little translation here.
After listening to these people for just 5 minutes, if I didn't know anything about America, I would think it was the worst country in the entire world. Then Andrew Yang, who's running on the platform of just giving Americans free money if he becomes the president, $1,000 a month, made a big announcement.
I'm going to do something unprecedented tonight. My campaign will now give a freedom dividend of $1,000 a month for an entire year to 10 American families, someone watching this at home right now. It's original, I'll give you that.
This guy reminds me of the Joker from the 1989 Batman when he announced to the citizens of Gotham that he'd be giving away free money to everybody. And then when everybody gathered in the streets, well, we all know how that turned out. Tell us, Mr. Yang, what's your economic background?
I was an unhappy lawyer for 5 whole months, and I left to start a business. And then you don't have a choice. You put your heart and soul into it, and even though I did that, my company flopped, had its mini rise and maximum fall, lost investors hundreds of thousands of dollars, still owed $100,000 in school debt. My parents still told people I was a lawyer. I guess it was a little easier. So I remember lying on my floor looking up, wondering how it had come to this.
Well, it probably has something to do with the fact that you're a moron. Robert Francis O'Rourke, a.k.a. Beto. What makes you best qualified to be the next president of the United States?
Conocemos que si queremos asegurar nuestras comunidades y nuestro país, necesitamos tratar cada persona con respeto y dignidad.
Excuse me, sir, but the country you're running for president for is Mexico.
English, mother. Do you speak it?
Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47. We're not going to allow it to be used against our fellow Americans anymore.
Joe Biden actually did pretty well during the first half of the debate, but then quickly ran out of gas because he's way too old to be doing this. And it looked like at one point his dentures came loose, and then later he told parents that they should raise their children by playing them vinyl records.
We bring social workers into homes of parents to help them deal with how to raise their children. It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio, make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night, the phone, make sure the kids hear words.
Well, he's right about one thing. Most parents these days don't know how to raise kids. But I don't think putting on a record player at night's gonna really do any good. At one point, Julian Casserole disrespected his elder Joe Biden, insinuating he was too old and forgetful to be president in what could have been an incredible mic drop moment, but he was so desperate to get it to land, he repeated himself not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, but 5 times.
My plan would do that. Your plan would not.
They do not have to buy in. They do not have to buy in.
You just said that. You just said that 2 minutes ago. You just said 2 minutes ago that they would have to buy in. You said they would have to buy in.
Have to buy in. If she qualifies
are you forgetting what you said 2 minutes ago?
Be enforced.
Are you forgetting already what you said just 2 minutes ago? I mean, I can't believe that you said 2 minutes ago that they had to buy in, and now you're saying they don't have to buy. You're forgetting that.
I said anyone like your grandmother who has no money.
Julian then had the audacity to say this.
My healthcare plan would. That's a big difference. I'm fulfilling the legacy of Barack Obama, and you're not.
I'll be surprised to him.
Andrew Yang.
This is why presidential debates are becoming unwatchable. This reminds everybody of what they cannot stand about Washington.
That's gotta be the most arrogant thing that anybody has ever said at a presidential debate in American history. And Joe Biden had the right reaction to just laugh at him. The only one who actually said anything that made any sense was Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar, who completely ripped Bernie Sanders' healthcare plan.
And while Bernie wrote the bill, I read the bill. And on page 8 of the bill, it says that we will no longer have private insurance as we know it. And that means that 149 million Americans will no longer be able to have their current insurance. That's in 4 years. I don't think that's a bold idea. I think it's a bad idea.
I fell asleep during part of the debate because, well, you try to listen to 10 Democrats bicker amongst each other for 3 hours. But I'm sure that I didn't miss anything important. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and if you guys enjoy watching my videos, click some of the links in the description below to support my channel, or head on over to markdice.com and get some of my awesome shirts, like the Ronald Reagan Donald Trump shirt, the JFK Trump shirt, or any of my awesome designs. All available, of course, in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well.